Well, hello fabulous people. Happy Saturday evening. Hope y'all are doing good. It has been forever and a day since I made a video, so I thought I'd give y'all an update, or 12. Okay, so last y'all heard from me, I was just getting hired to work at a fried chicken place about 4 miles from home. So yay, after 9 months of being unemployed, finally got a job. Yay, thank you God. So that has thankfully been going well. I am working 6 days a week. I clock in, depending on what day it is, 3 days a week I clock in at 4:30 in the morning. 3 days a week I clock in at 5 in the morning. So my alarm goes off between 3 and 3:30 every single morning. Ew, gross, right? But hey, I need dollars, I need a job, so it's good. Most days I get done at 10:30. There's one day a week I work until 11. So it's been a lot of work. Big learning curve, but knock on wood, I am getting the hang on of it, and I must not suck too badly because they keep giving me hours. So thanks be to God, right? Thanks be to God, and yay, learning new life skills. Fabulous, right? So I've been doing that, but like I said, I've been working 6 days a week. I have one day off, and that's on Sunday. So Sunday is church, and it is my one day to meal prep, because y'all know I do all my breakfast, all my lunch, all my dinner, everything for the week, and all my snacks. I do all that on Sundays, so that during the week, when I'm too exhausted to think, much less cook, I don't have to do anything except throw something in the microwave, and I'm done, right? So Sunday is my one day off, so there hasn't really been any time for hiking. In theory, I could hike after work, but it's like 98 degrees here, not including humidity when I get off work. It's the hottest part of the day when I get off work, and no. I'm not about getting heat stroke. Yeah, no. As the weather cools down, then that will be more of a viable option, but right now, no. However, my restaurant is closed all next week, so I do have one day next week that I'm free. And God willing, I will go hiking on that one day. Probably a little local trail, nothing fancy. And hopefully I'll have a video for you. Now there's two things I gotta update you on. Okay, first thing is my back and healing progress and or lack thereof. I am still in considerable amounts of pain, basically 24/7. Sometimes I have little to no pain, but those moments are fleeting at best, right? It's, yeah. I am saving up money to get x-rays done because I definitely have some kind of a squished nerve or something bad going on back there, because you know, my leg will go numb just randomly. Anytime I sit down, like sitting doesn't always hurt. Sitting a lot of times doesn't cause me any pain, but when I stand up again or when I'm laying down, you know, I might have little to no pain, but when I stand up again, my lower leg, from like the lower half of my calf all the way down to my foot, will go numb for a few minutes. Sometimes randomly throughout the day, my leg will go numb. Just again, that lower half of my leg usually. Although last week at work, I was standing there flipping sausages, you know, happily doing all the things and thoroughly having a blast. And my entire left leg from hip down just went completely numb out of nowhere for nothing. And it actually kind of went weak for a second. And I kind of like, you know, not stumbled because I wasn't walking, but I just kind of like did this little thing. And it was like that for a couple minutes, and then it went away and it went back to normal. So, you know, the good news is that I wasn't just being a wimp and a hypochondriac out there on trail. There really is something pretty significantly wrong with me. I mean, more than, you know, normal, right? There is something physically pretty significantly wrong with me. So, saving up money to get x-rays, and I am going to throw every dime that I can get on chiropractors and whatever. I don't have insurance, so I'm gonna have to be paying out of pocket, but I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get this fixed and get back on trail in March or April next year. which leads into my other announcement. So, as y'all know, I've had this one job. It's, between 32 and 35 hours a week, working at the chicken place, which is fine. It has enabled me mostly to get by, pay my bills. I don't have a whole lot of them. Buy my groceries, get by, but there's nothing extra to save, right? And whereas originally I had planned to supplement my chicken job with DoorDash and Walmart delivery, which is basically how I made my living full-time until I got on the trail. 8, 10, 12 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week, doing DoorDash and Walmart deliveries to survive. I can't do that now because sitting aggravates whatever is wrong with my back. And in fact, all that driving, all that sitting is what caused this whole mess to begin with, as it turns out. So my original plan of working at the chicken place in the morning and then doing Walmart deliveries or DoorDash or both in the afternoons has gone right out the window because I just can't. I've done it a couple times. It caused a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. It was just, I have to drive as little as possible. And I have to just be very careful and rest this as much as I can. I cannot, my chiropractor said, don't you dare do an overnight trip anytime soon, because I can't put more than like a day pack on. I can carry like a day pack with a couple liters of water and snacks, but I can't carry a full pack yet. So I'm basically grounded for the most part until this is fixed. So, seeing as how my day job, my first job, there's a hint for you, is enough to get by, but not enough to throw at the chiropractor, and is certainly not enough to save for the trail. Enter announcement number 2. I have my morning job at the chicken place, and next week I will be starting an afternoon job. And this is the cool part. I'm super excited about this part. Y'all have heard me mention Currahee Outdoors, which is a great little outdoor outfitter shop in downtown Toccoa, 56 Doyle Street, downtown Toccoa. Half of the store is a backpacking and outfitter store. The other half is like a cute little frou-frou women's clothing boutique. And so the owners are friends of mine. They supported me tremendously when I was out on the trail for those 3 weeks before my back pulled me off. When I needed to mail stuff home, they were the ones I sent to. When I needed my bear can, because I couldn't hike far enough to get through that one section on Blood Mountain, that little 5 miles, I couldn't even do 5 miles in one day because of my back. They brought me my bear can. So they were like my ground crew, and they were amazing and awesome. And they lead community hikes here in the town, in Stevens County area. Fabulous people, great friends of mine. Well, they are moving to Wyoming, and they are opening an outfitter store right there on the Continental Divide Trail, like an actual trail town. I'm really kind of jealous, although it's cold out there, so yeah, they can have the cold. Anyway, they kind of went back and forth about whether or not to keep Currahee Outdoors open or not. They didn't really want to close it because it's like their heart and soul went into this store. But then they're like, we just don't want to hand it off to anybody. It has to be somebody who really loves backpacking, who has a passion for the outdoors, who loves Toccoa, loves Stevens County, and somebody who's going to look at it as a calling and a mission and something really important, and not just a thing to do. Hello. Here I am. So one day they called me and said, and I knew none of this, they called me and said, hey Kat, can you come down to the store? We gotta talk to you about something. They told me they were moving to Wyoming, which I was initially very sad about. I'm still sad about it. But then they asked me, would you run the shop for us while we're gone? Yeah, I've been telling y'all for 2 years, over 2 years. If you ever need help in the store, let me know. I will love to come in and help y'all out. Well, I'm going to be doing that 5 days a week now. So in the mornings, I will do my chicken job from, say, 4:30 to 10:30 or 11. And then from noon till 6, I will be working at Curry Outdoors, and I will be helping people with backpacking gear and shoes and equipment and clothing, and then frou-frou girly stuff too, outfits, clothing, jewelry, whatever, all that stuff. So 6 days a week, 5 days a week, I'll be doing that. So I'm very, very excited about that. That is going to help tremendously. First and foremost, I'm excited that I get to work there and help them keep the doors open while they're in Wyoming, because I love that place and I love Toccoa, and I get to be right there in downtown Toccoa and part of all of it. So I'm really excited about that. Like, I've wanted to work there forever, because it's just, y'all know it's my heart. I love the trail, I love the people, I love Toccoa, I love Stevens County, I love all of it. So this enables me to be a part of it and to serve and to be involved in the things I love. So yay. On the more practical side, the non-esoteric, more practical real life side, this is gonna pay for my chiropractor. I need a couple $100. I found a place that will do very extensive x-rays and, you know, all the things. The first visit's a couple $100. After that, it's $40 a visit. This will enable me. I've been to the chiropractor like 3 or 4 times since I came home at the end of March, and that was only because somebody was nice enough to send me the money so I could. But I haven't been able to treat regularly because I haven't had the money to, you know, get x-rays and go twice a week, and it's just not there. So having the second job is going to enable me to get my x-rays and then get regular chiropractic treatment. Now, I'm only going to have 1 day a week available, right? Because 6 days a week I work at the chicken place, 5 days a week I work at Curry Outdoors. The only weekday I have an afternoon off is Mondays. I will work at the chicken place in the morning. Curry Outdoors is closed on Monday, on Sundays and Mondays, so I will have Monday off. That will be my one window where I can get some treatment. I haven't had the money to do it. I've had the time but not the money. Now I'll have the money, knock on wood, to start getting this treated and taken care of, because I can't, if there's there's something compressed back there, and if I throw 30 pounds on my back, it's going to squish it more, and then I'm going to be in real trouble. That could knock me out of everything forever. So I've got to fight whatever this is with all I've got. I've got to invest in the treatment, and I've got to do all the exercise. I've got to do everything I can. Now, the other upside of the Curry Outdoors job is that what I don't spend on the chiropractor is going to go right into savings. And so, God willing, if nothing goes wrong, if my car doesn't blow up, if, you know, knock on all the wood, please God, let nothing major go wrong, I am planning on saving like 90% of my Curry Outdoors check. If I can do that for 5 months, if I can hang on to both jobs for 5 months, preferably 6, ideally 7 would be even better, right? I just got to make it through the end of March. Love to hold on to both jobs all that time. If I can do that and save every dime I make from Curry, then my hike will be fully funded. I still have about $1,755 of my scholarship from one more day on the AT that's available to me. I'd like to get another $6,000 saved. More would even be better. But that way I can have my hike fully and completely funded, not have to worry about needing donations, not have to worry about You know, am I going to be able to pay whatever bill I have left over while I'm out there? Ideally, I can hang on to both jobs all the way through March and be able to fund my hike. Again, contingent on no drastic expenses wiping out my savings. We know how that works. Oh, look, I finally have something saved. Oh, look, here's a catastrophe. Right? So y'all pray. Y'all pray. Pray along with me. Because God has been very gracious and has given me these opportunities and these ways to provide for both my physical well-being, my savings, everything. I mean, right now I got like $6 in my account, right? But I have food, I have rent, everything is paid. We're good. We're good. Nothing saved, but that's going to change here starting in a week. So yeah, so that is basically my rambly update. I'm tired, y'all. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. I got home from work at about 11:30, and then I took a nap for about an hour, and then I've been awake since, and it's, what time is it now? It's almost 9 o'clock now, so I'm going on. I've been awake a lot longer than I've slept, so I'm rambly, I'm not all there, I'm over-caffeinated, and I'm hyper, and I'm excited, and I'm exhausted, and I'm in pain, and I'm stressed, and I'm thankful, and I'm grateful, and I'm just thrilled. So anyway, I know this has been a long rambling video of a lot of rambling things, and it probably might not have been all that coherent, but may the odds ever be in your favor to make sense of all of it, right? But y'all are awesome. I appreciate you. I appreciate your prayers. I need all of them, all of the prayers. I need all of the prayers, all of the good vibes, all the prayers, all the everything, please. I appreciate the support and the encouragement. Y'all are awesome, and yes, I'm going to go hike somewhere on Monday. I have no idea where yet, but I will hike on Monday, and I will have a video for you. So y'all hang in there, bear with me. I'm here. I'm literally working my tail off to get back on the trail and be able to do videos and hike and, you know, attack my dream, you know. All of this, everything I'm doing in my life right now, every single thing is with one goal in mind, and that is to get back on the trail. Everything. Every meal that I make, every decision I make every day, you know, the thought is in my head, is this going to get me back on the trail? There is not anything I do in life that is not geared toward getting me on trail. So if I have to work 65 hours a week for the next 8 months, I will do it. If I have to work more than that for the next 8 months, God willing, if I can, I will do it. My entire life focus is getting back on the Appalachian Trail in March or April next year. So y'all hang tight. I'm going to throw out videos when I can. I will do hiking videos when I can. Hopefully I'll be able to squeeze in at least a little mini hike or something, or think up some other kind of content. I'm here. I'm just working a lot and doing all the things to get back on the trail. My entire life is revolved around getting back on that trail. So I appreciate y'all. You rock. You're awesome. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, week, year, life, whatever. You're the best. So talk to y'all later. And remember, live, love, hike. Have a great night. Bye, y'all.